Would you do me a solid right now and tell our students about some of our performance electives for this coming spring that they might not necessarily have on their radar?
I sure will, Katie. I am teaching intermediate directing in the spring, which is an exciting class for those of you that have already taken beginning directing with any of our instructors, including me. You're eligible to take intermediate directing. And in the intermediate class, we cover styles beyond realism. So maybe you're direct a Shakespeare show, or maybe it's an Ionesco, or maybe it's something theater of the absurd, or maybe it's some other heightened text. And we also revisit the basics of directing a realism scene as well. There's text analysis. There's a little bit of starting to think about design and how you collaborate with designers. And there's even a little bit of doing that. There's casting and working with actors. And then, of course, there's a unit on the history of directing in the 20th century, because it's a 20th century form. So if you are interested in directing, this is the next class for you after the beginning class. I'd like to also tout Barbara Berlowitz, the great, the wonderful, brilliant performer and teacher and director, is willing to come out of a semi-retirement to come and teach again her brilliant class, Voice for the Actor. Barbara's been teaching it for decades, and she's a very good teacher. She works in a method called the Patsy Rodenberg method. So if you're an actor or think you might want to be, and you want to figure out how to work with the instrument of your voice as a full body experience, you want to come and take Voice for the Actor. It's a great practical course in how to speak. The other one I want to tout is Bob Rosen, brilliant clown, brilliant teacher, brilliant performer and director, is going to be teaching our advanced physical studio comedy. Are you interested in forms like Buffon and dell'arte and the great clown traditions of Europe and America? Not Bozo the clown. We're not doing that. Not the clown that scares kids at parties. This is the European idea of the clown, the trickster. It is a class full of joy, full of fun, full of robust laughter, and actually real great skills for being on stage. So if you're interested in being an actor or performer in any way, this is a class you don't want to miss. For the BA master classes this spring, we are giving you 2 different opportunities to get in touch with how your body lives in space and how you relate to it. One is the form, it's something between dance, martial arts, and meditation. It's called Qigong, and it's taught by the most lovely of humans, Scott Stafford. He is both a choreographer and a dancer, and also the most gentle, lovely spirit and teacher I've ever seen. Qigong is a way of moving through space with awareness, and it's very meditative, and it's just a lovely practice. So come take Qigong if that interests you. It is not just for actors, it is for everyone. And then the other one, the other physical practice we're offering is something called Feldenkrais. Feldenkrais is a way of moving that has become very popular for training for both actors and other athletes and other kinds of people who are trying to understand on the kind of micro level how we hold tension in our bodies and how to release it. That's another one. It's taught by Jeffrey Wells. He's a founder of a performance group in town called Supergroup, and he's been teaching Feldenkrais method for several years now in his own studio practice. I've taken his class, and as soon as I took his class, I want my students to get to experience this. It's a lot of work on the floor. Some of it you're standing up. It's very internal, figuring out where you're holding your tension and how to release it. So it's, again, both of these approaches are gentle and for anyone that's interested in having a body and moving with it in a more kind, gentle, embodied way this semester.